the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's start. I
I
pledge
pledge allegiance
Allegiance
to
to the
flag
flag
of the
of the
United
United
States
States of America
and
and to the republic
for which it
for which
which
stands,
stands
one
one
nation under God,
under God, indivisible,
with
with
liberty
liberty and
and
justice
justice
for
for
all.
all.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, how just came out. So next one is do the roll call. So I will start with Vice Chair Ha.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, and Commissioner LP. Okay, and
Present. I
and
unmuted myself. That's
if
why.
you haven't unmute yourself, you may do so by clicking the three dots on your upper right corner. Okay, and the Commissioner Dana,
Here.
Commissioner Noli.
Here.
Okay, and we will see Susan. Okay, as from alternate to the regular. Okay, so first let's do approval of agenda for today, and I will propose some minor changes in the section 8 for new business. The item number 1, elections. We are going to elect a new chair to serve through December 2021, I think,
Correct.
instead of 2020. And then the number 2 of the new business work plan projects, probably should cross my name out because I'm not sure if I will be the chair. So just leave it there, just a chair without a name. That would be great. And anybody who would like to second the changes I just amended, or if there's any other change?
Second.
Thank you, Ha.
You're
And
welcome.
and
I move for the approval of the minutes as amended.
okay, and how are these second? And okay, and all in favor say aye, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And next item is approval of minutes. That's the November 16th, 2020. Any changes or amendments, please?
You're also a singer, is that right? I am. I sing with the chorus of the Los Angeles Lawyers Philharmonic. We perform a few places, but annually we perform at Disney Hall. So I got to do a solo at Disney Hall. Are lawyers good singers, better than the average citizen? I think a lot of lawyers started as actors first, so to some extent, probably so. It depends on how many actors you think are good singers. But that makes sense. Well, welcome to our show. Thank you.
I didn't see anybody speaking up, but I heard something. Was it from Noli?
No, it was not. I think LP's got the TV on.
Okay. Well, if you haven't done so, once again on your top right corner, there's a view, and click on it. Instead of the speaker, you can click on the gallery, so you will see everybody all together.
Okay.
Okay, that's a nice tool. So then you can tell who is talking instead of one by one. Okay.
You did get lost once, am I right? Yes.
Okay, so
For the minutes.
yeah, Dana has a motion to approve the minutes.
Any second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And the next item is the public forum that requires pre-registration. So may I ask John and IT if anybody has pre-registered for the public forum?
Yulan, I do see a person, Kumar.
And you're going to make the next selection. Go ahead, Jim. Nonfiction, 400. One chapter.
So we have one
Okay.
yes.
Commission.
Yeah, we have the name, Mr. or Mrs. Mehta, right?
Yeah.
MEHTA, right?
Yes,
Okay,
Mr.
you
Mehta here. Yeah, Mr. Mehta here. I'm a commissioner. I'm a
And you
commissioner
have
with the
3
federal
minutes.
government, representing representing the City of Milpitas Science, Technology, and Innovation Commission, and as well as the federal government. What I would like to say here is as part of a library commission, it has been brought to the commission many times before that the library commission implement the digital library concept, where the analog as well as the digital records of the data is required to be secured. The digital library concept would allow the distance education and e-learning process within the city of Milpitas, and as well as it will allow the city of Milpitas to implement different standard as a part of being in the Silicon Valley in the United States of America. It is also important to establish the library concept in accordance with the US law of a cybersecurity as well as internet and a privacy laws, and hence making sure about that the children as well as the youth as well as the seniors, different group, different set of diversified people of a city of Milpitas gets the right set of education resources established within the city of Milpitas, and as well as be aware about that what are the different educational resources are available within the library, so they can implement and establish such. So at any particular given point of time, whether that would be through hands-on or whether that would be through a distance learning process. And I also wanted to mention that it would be also important to co-align the concept with the Science Innovation Technology Commission with regards to the same as well.
Thank you, Ms. Chair Mehta from the Milpitas Science and Technology Commission. And this is the public forum section. And I will just make a comment and for further discussion. I think I would like to table this to Kelly, the Milpitas Community Librarian, okay, to communicate with Mr. Mehta, because many of the points he mentioned, such as the digital records that for library consent, I think the county library system already has some established policies in detail. I would like to ask community librarian Kelly to provide the information to Mr. Mehta, chair of the City's Science and Technology Commission. And if needed, we will agendize for the next commission meeting for discussion. Will this be okay, Mr. Mehta?
I think he's signed off,
Okay.
Yvonne.
Okay. And Kelly, when you communicate with Mr. Mehta, it will be great if you can copy the commission so we know that has been dealt with, because many of the issues I think from the library world, we have been talking about all this for 20 years. So a lot of library-wide standards and the consent, either the local or the statewide or the nationwide. The library actually is at the forefront of this, all the digital, the digital records, security, and freedom of speech, etc. Okay.
We'll do so.
Okay. And the next item is the announcement and the correspondence. So may I ask Commissioner, council member Evelyn, because she will help us to make an announcement. Evelyn, are you still there?
I'm here.
Okay.
I will do my council report based on the agenda for tonight. I think it's towards the end of the agenda. There's a council report. But for the announcement, I just want to say I'm really excited to be appointed by the mayor with the consent of the council to be assigned to the library commission. As you know, I'm very I've been a judge on one of your events. It's the essay contest for the high schoolers and even the middle schoolers. So that was really fun. I had a good time and looking forward to more of those, hopefully after the pandemic. And I'm excited because tonight's agenda, you will be presenting your work plan for 2021. I'm really looking forward to that one. And most of you, I've known, like I know there is like a loyalty to this commission, because most of you have been in this commission for a while. And I want to thank you for your service to the library function of Milpitas and also to the residents of Milpitas. So thank you so much. I know it's not easy having commitments to be for the work that you do, that we will do for the community. And I just want, from me to you, thank you so much. And we'll be seeing each other more. And I'm excited. I have good reports tonight. We've done a few things in the last 2 weeks, in the last 2 meetings of the council. So we have a long list. So I'll update everybody tonight. Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Councilwoman Evelyn. Welcome to liaise with our commission. And the next one, we have an announcement for Chris. Chris is leaving sunny California to snowy Chicago.
Oh, what?
And he's taking a very important post there. He will be the Chicago Public Library Commissioner. So let's all give him applause. Thank him for all the years we worked with him.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to Chris. And whenever you are bored with the cold Chicago, please come back. We will treat you for a nice meal. Whenever.
And the sunny California too.
Couple months after. Okay.
Well, I really enjoyed working with all of you, and just, you've always been so welcoming and collaborative, and it's been a pleasure to just get to know you and learn from you. And I know the next deputy and Jennifer and Kelly are just gonna continue to do great things, but I'm really proud of the hours we were able to add, and I think you couldn't ask for a more supportive group to work with. So thank you so much.
Good luck, Chris.
Thank you.
Anybody who wants to say a few words to Chris? Nonly?
Well, we would like to say we appreciate all the assistance that Chris has contributed to our commission. He did splendid job, and we will we always remember his efforts to always improve our work, our mission to make libraries improve, much better improve. So thank you, Chris, and good luck on your new endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you, Ha.
And Chris, Chris, I'd like to say, I think I've been the liaison for almost 2 years, and I was always so impressed with, meeting at 7 o'clock at night, and you were, it was like 9 in the morning for you. You just brought energy and so much passion towards library services and education. It was really inspiring for me, and really set the tone for
this river is just over the
my entry into this commission. And
what is the Tiber?
So I wish you the best of luck.
Well, thank you.
Chris, we'll miss you. Okay.
Of course, we will miss you. Yeah, we will miss him so much.
Indeed.
And Yulon, can I make a comment for under the announcements for?
Sure.
Yeah, just a couple items. I wanted to reference a couple activities. I know I speak a lot about the senior center, but we have a lot going on here. We continue to average 95 a day with our senior nutrition lunch program. I think one of us has some background.
It was a choir or acquire. You select again.
Nice
Does anyone have TV
Excuse
come
me,
up?
I heard some TV sound. If you are multitasking, watching a TV, please reserve that pleasure with yourself and not the entire group. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so the lunch program is thriving. In fact, we're gonna in the next month or so, we're gonna partner with Terrace Gardens because we have the Community Development Block Grant, which will allow us to serve approximately 40 to 50 additional seniors a day for 3 months. So we're excited to kind of bring our show on the road and actually deliver those to the residents of Terrace Gardens in their homes. So we'll be doing that starting in February. We have a pancake breakfast. So we have a drive-through pancake breakfast on at the end of this month on the 30th on a Saturday. That'll be our first effort to do an event on the weekend, breakfast style. So we're excited about that. And then lastly, we recently, it's been about 2 years in the works, but there was a former volunteer at the senior center. Her name was Andrea Dory, and she volunteered. She was a community member, and she volunteered in the case management services. And she passed away a couple years ago, but one of her last requests was to give some money back and to provide services for the senior center. So I'm pleased to announce that we had $50,000 actually that will go into the senior center to probably at least 7, 8, maybe 10 years to provide additional funding for our Friendly Visitors Program, Dementia Friends, and then the Milpitas Hope Suicide Prevention Program. We're very grateful for that donation, and 50,000, we weren't expecting that. So yeah, so we're excited about that.
Thank you, John, for the announcements. And any other announcements from the commissioners? Okay, we will proceed with the next item of the elections. I will turn to John first.
Yeah, so typically what we do with elections is we take nominations and we write a name down on a slip of paper, and we pass it to the liaison or the recording secretary. It's a little bit different doing this through Zoom and virtually. I've inquired with a few people, and we've done elections before, and we've done it verbally. So if there's no objection to that, I'd like to go forward with the elections for chair and vice chair tonight with doing that verbally. Are there any objections?
I have a question, John.
Yes.
Are the current chairs and vice chairs eligible for reappointment? Or
They are, yes. That's a great question. I've inquired on that, and yes, they are.
So
And
the
moving
2-year
forward-
provision doesn't, or the 1-year
Time
No,
limit.
there's
term out is not applicable. Okay.
I checked with the city clerk's office, and they're not excluded from being considered and nominated and elected moving forward. We will be, I know that we're currently on a 2-year cycle, but we will be going every year with new elections. So this next year will be for 21-22.
Thank you.
If there's no objections, I'd like to start the nomination process for Library Education and Advisory Commission Chair. And does anyone have a nomination for a commissioner?
I would like to nominate the current chair as chair.
Okay. Thank you.
I
Any
second.
other? Okay. Would anyone else like to nominate? Anyone besides Yulon? Okay.
I would like to move the nomination to be closed.
Very good, Yulon. Would you, if we go forward with the vote on that, would you like to be nominated for the position of chair?
Well, I will be honored to, especially during this pandemic. I look forward to meeting you all in person. So if I'm honored to have the opportunity, I shall continue to serve on this commission and work with you all.
Okay. Excellent. Well, it sounds like there's a consensus. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, those opposed, say no. Congratulations, Yulan. Another year of chair.
Well,
Thank you.
this is one more year of appointment. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for your trust and the confidence. I will work hard. Okay, with
Excellent.
all of you, and I know you all work hard as well.
You
We
could-
are going to face some challenges. You know,
You could keep the virtual gavel.
there's no gavel. I have, what else do I have? Scissors or whatever.
All right,
On my
Yulan.
desk.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. And this, next we need to do the vice chair
Yes.
election, right?
Yes.
And
Are there nominations for the position of vice chair?
I nominate Ha Fan. This is Dana.
Okay, thank you, Dana.
Thank you. Thank you, Dana.
Any other nominations? Okay. Well, very good. Ha, would you be interested in serving as vice chair once again for the Library Commission?
Yes,
Excellent.
yes, I'd be honored to. And thank you, everyone.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Record show, we have Yulan Chow for chair and Ha Fan for vice chair. Congratulations.
congratulations, Todd.
Thank you.
Thank you all. And you will be called for some of our subcommittees. So I want to thank you first for your help. Okay. And the next item is the work plan projects. And can we have the CDIT's help to post the work? Or John, can you help me post the work plan?
He decides not to take her with $26,800 to make a tie. You are our new Jeopardy.
I think there's a NFL or something. The game is going on.
Someone's watching a college national game, I think.
Okay. As I said, if you
sounds
are
like-
yeah,
sounds
if
like
you are
an Alabama fan or
multitasking,
something.
that's definitely fine.
Yeah,
but
it
please
sounds
reserve
like
the
Jeopardy.
private yourself, okay.
Someone might have a little side money on the.
Including the commercials. So first item is a county commissioners forum that is scheduled on February 6th, Saturday, from 9 to 10:30. I hope all of you already got the invite sent from the county. And anything, Kelly or Chris, you would like to say about this forum, upcoming forum on February 6th?
Oh, just that we always like to see the commissioners there. It's a chance for you to meet each other, see the other commissioners throughout the district. And we always bring in a thought leader or a speaker who I think can bring us together around a given theme. So I'm hoping to see you'll all be there virtually, and I think Kelly will have more information as we get closer.
Thank you, Chris. And to all my Milpitas fellow commissioners. So if you haven't registered, please do. It's a much shorter forum than before. Okay, it's only 1.5 hours. So it's pretty manageable, and I'm excited to see who will be attending. See, in the past, it's only people registering from the county, right? I'm not sure if anybody has forwarded the links to people outside of our area. That would be interesting to see the attendance.
And Yolanda's Dana, the date is Saturday, February 6th from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m.
Yes. Anybody has not received the invite?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I will make sure I register, Yulan.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, I will.
And if you have any questions, and I can forward the contact, the county library contact to you. I think it's the communication officer, right? sent out the invite. Okay.
Okay.
The next item, okay, is spring 2021. It talks about the possible AC contest and the special projects. And well, it's around the corner. It's already January. And with the shelter at home order extended indefinitely, I think this event probably will need to be held virtually, no matter what we are going to do. Okay, so I would like to ask from within our group and with Evelyn and John for city departments and Kelly for any existing event you have already planned in spring 2021. We should collaborate together. Then, perhaps we can add commissioners to help, to assist, and also using our allocated city fund, perhaps to boost any awards if needed for the event. So may I ask Councilwoman Evelyn, do you have any community event in mind that the library can partner with in the time frame of spring 2021? As you said, you have been one of our judges before for the AC contest when LP was hosting the event.
Right. I would know until I go. I have five. I'm liaison to 5 of the commissions out of 11. So I have like half of the commissions that I'm gonna be with. So I probably more. Which one so I'm gonna be. I know more after February, I think, what the other activities from the other commissions will be. So I'll keep the commissioners, the library commissioners posted.
Thank you, Councilwoman Evelyn. And may I ask Kelly, any library event has been pinged into the calendar of spring 2021 that we should collaborate with, or we should have a separate venue?
I might also need to loop back with you on that one. I know our children's librarian is looking at something, but I'm not quite sure of the dates. So I'd like to talk to them and confirm, but I can get back to you shortly about that.
Thank you, Kelly. And from our group, so may I ask our subcommittee? I think last time LP, are you the subcommittee chair for this event?
Am I?
May I ask your help? Because first of all, okay, we will not meet until March 2021.
Yeah, that's the problem, because we might, if we have to plan an online or virtual project on this, as indicated, I don't know how we can work on it between now and April.
That's
whatever.
why I asked Councilwoman Evelyn and Kelly first. As Kelly indicated, and as I expected, because the library usually has a lot of children activities, especially during the pandemic. Most of them have been virtual. So I would suggest maybe LP to work closely with Kelly to collaborate on any, let's pick up just 1 or 2 appropriate children event, and let's put put our investment of time and effort into that event. Will that work? Or instead we should plan our own event? What do you think, LP?
We'll try to get in touch with Kelly and Evelyn if we can do some collaboration work. If not, I don't know if we can come up with our own within this short period of time. But let's see how it will go as far as the projects of both the library and the city council will have for us to collaborate with. We'll find out we'll work closely with Kelly and Evelyn.
Perfect. And LP, do you want any subcommittee members? Draft anybody from our group?
I think our group had
Lonely.
Kelly and
Yeah, Helly, right?
Helly and
And
It
Okay.
used to be training before, but training is no longer here. So
Okay, LP. If you need me, I'll be there.
okay, thank you.
Okay, LP, Ha, and Helly will take lead in this subcommittee to work with Kelly and Evelyn. Okay, and hopefully by our next meeting in March, we will have the details. Okay, I'm looking at possibly any event to be held in April or so. Then we can put all our effort into it. The other day I was thinking, during the pandemic, everybody is so depressed. What about if we have a children comedy club for kids to talk about jokes? And whoever will earn the most number of laughters, that will be rewarded. Just a thought, okay? I'm sure Kelly and the children librarians at the Milpitas Library has a plan, and especially the schools are not fully open right now. And our effort, not only our volunteering work, but also this commission has allocated a budget from the city council to add into the programs. So together, we can do a bigger event if all possible. So thank you in advance to LP, Ha, and Helly. Okay.
Okay. You're welcome.
Elon, can I add
Yes,
one
John?
item?
Yes, please.
Yeah, Elon, first of all, I think that's a great idea. I love the idea of partnering with maybe some existing programs or some other ideas. I was just thinking about our Milpitas Hope program, which is suicide prevention. And there is a task force. It's been, the program's been 2 years now. And I know that there is a focus on youth with teens. And being that this area of the work plan concentrates potentially on special projects and with the education portion of the Librarian Education Advisory Commission, we might want to consider maybe putting an effort towards just getting resources and education out to our middle schools and high schools. If nothing else, just about dealing with anxiety, with anxiousness, with just what this pandemic is, just those stressors, and then also building resiliency. So if we don't do it here, I think that, just this commission could partner with that program and really advance those initiatives. So maybe that's a consideration for the group.
That's a good thought, but I just want to provide some experience from the library I'm working at. My library, one of the branches did have a similar program last year. And the program, actually that was before the pandemic. The program was well planned, but it turned out the attendance was low because most of these programs, it needs one-on-one consultation. And people who are entering the program, they usually want to be keeping private. And so I will leave this to LP, our subcommittee chair, because the thing is, right now, this is already January, and we need to use up all our allocated funds by June, right? So I will welcome any, any opportunity, to use. But most important, I hope, by the time we meet in March, we will have a proposal of 1 or 2 to vote on it, then get it executed and spend all our allocated money by June 30th, 2021. So that's a goal. And I will leave our subcommittee chair, LP, to work with Evelyn, including, the program John just mentioned, and with Kelly to see any appropriate program we can partner.
Well, Madam Chair, Chair Luan, let me lower my raised hand first. Okay. So the ones, the essay contest that I participated with as a judge, as one of the judges, that was just plain vanilla. It's plain essay contest. Are you looking at, what are you looking at? To collaborate to make it bigger? Is that what you're looking at?
Well, in the past few years, the particular event, essay contest, has been incarnated, I would say. It was first hosted by LP as a send-in submission. So the kids will send in writing, and then the judges will judge, and we will notify the kids. We will have a ceremony, award ceremony. Then later on, we did it on site, I think once or twice. That's where we got about 260 kids of different age groups attended essay contest on site. That was fun, but also challenging because the kids need to write in a very small given time. And then we also had a huge 3 groups of judges. Each group, we had 4 judges. And the judges had to do the work within 45 minutes. And then we decided the winner. And when the previous community librarian, Stephen, came on board, he suggested to broaden the scope of essay contest. So he has been using this fund and hosted some seminars, exhibits. For example, I remember the dinosaur, right? The human origin exhibit he bought. That was a national level exhibit. And we stopped doing the on-site or off-site essay contest. So when we did this particular budget item, we had that in mind, just to open up as a special projects and leave enough opportunities that we can partner with the community librarian. So now Kelly has been on board since last year. So that's why I asked her first. We would like to partner with a library event. We would like to broaden the scope and, get the best bang from our bucks. So that's the idea. I think at this point, as LP pointed out, probably essay contest is not the format we are going to do for this year, but I welcome the possibility. Because right now, for electron, we cannot have kids to write on site. If we do, they will have to submit electronically. And
can I say something?
Sure, please.
But the money allocated for the essay contest being given by the city council stays on a yearly basis. So we have money on a yearly basis. If we will not use it, well, I think we discussed it before that we'll use it for special projects. Somehow, it's still the essay contest allocation, but on a special arrangement, we'll be using a project which is redounding to the youth still and the students, not necessarily an essay contest. We even discussed the possibility of drawing or whatever, but somehow it didn't gain grounds. Although we have the Smithsonian project before, which we used as the theme or the topic for the essay contest. So I don't know what we can do about this. In the event, this is a question. In the event, we will not be holding an essay contest or so, or the likes of the contest, but just collaborating with projects with the city council or the library. Will the money be still be there, or will just add up to the budget of the project?
I think the budget was adopted last year already, and we have the timeline of June 30th to use it. And if we don't use it, I don't think we can carry over. That's my understanding, right?
Is there a clarification along that line with the city councilman, council member Evelyn?
I will leave that to John to find out.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's the liaison to your
Yeah,
commission.
I will find out. And I'll get back to everybody on that.
Thank you.
And during this pandemic, every city's budget situation is in question. Even so, Milpitas is in a much better shape compared with other cities. I would suggest if we have the allocated budgets, try to use it appropriately. Because otherwise, because as I have been experiencing at my workplace, and the budget attrition is in discussion right now. Okay. So any other comment about this item? The AC.
I just, Chair Yolanda, I just want to get from John. I just want to, through the chair to John, I just want to get a copy of this work plan.
Certainly.
If I have, yes, please. Can you please send this to me?
I sure can. I'll send it to you after this meeting.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Any other comment about this item on the work plan?
Nope.
Okay. And the next item is attend local library conference. That line was pinged in for attending, for example, CPLA, the California Public Library Advocate Group meeting. But once again, the group is no longer meeting in person. And I will find out if they have any workshop held virtually. And last year when I wrote to them, I didn't get a response. Hopefully they have newly elected officers. I will inquire again and report back. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Next item is National Library Week. That's in April. And may I ask community librarian Kelly if we have any National Library Week activities planned for this year?
I don't as yet have a list of the activities planned, but they will be virtual, of course. April's not that far away, so they will still be virtual, but hopefully we'll be getting that plan put together shortly. So I will also let you know of those ones. I'll send them through to you as soon as I hear more.
Thank you, Kelly. And I also would like to suggest if you have any slots open, please invite our Councilwoman Evelyn or other city officials to do storytelling or any other program. Evelyn, would that be okay? We are volunteering you to do storytelling or any other opportunity.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Okay, that would be great. We did after the last meeting. I had our children's librarian reached out to the new vice mayor, Karen Montano, and she is going to be. She's already set up a story time. I believe it's Silicon Valley Reads, so maybe we can also reach out to Council Member Evelyn and see what we can do there.
Oh yeah, the Rochelle, our executive admin, for my calendar, just please CC her when you put the dates, and she will put it on my calendar. Thank you.
And I will write to other to mayor and other council members. We would like to have all Milpitas city council members engaged with library activities. That's what I learned many, many years ago from Alan Smith, who Chris knows from Contra Costa County. And he said, you know, the best is we will get a library advocate, and that person will advocate for us forever. And I think Carmen, she was on the library commission before and then elected to the city council. We are very happy to have number 2 support from Evelyn. So not only one, now we have 2. 2 out of 5 for now, for sure. And definitely we want to get the rest of 3 on the city council also support the library in Denver. Okay. Any other comment on this item?
We just wait.
And the next item is the summer reading program, and the Silicon Valley Reads and a couple other programs already, I think it's already planned. And also the summer reading, the full plan probably will come up soon. Kelly, would you like to say something about the summer reading plan?
Planning is underway as we speak. There's a committee put together and they're working on plans for that. So they should have things finalized pretty soon. And hopefully at our next meeting, I'll be able to report back on what's going to be happening with that.
Okay, perfect. That's from May to August. I think for the rest, we can hold until next meeting to discuss, except the library donor program, we will hear an update from Dana next.
Which one now are you on?
Well, let's wrap up this work plan items, except the one with the library donor program, because you have an update, right?
Okay, and I also have the update on the agenda for item number 3. So maybe for this, for the benefit of our new council member, Evelyn Chua, what I would suggest is the next time you are physically in the Milpitas Library, right outside Kelly's office on the wall, there's a updated donor board for the donor program with a number of names. And we now have 5 donor levels. And what I would suggest to take a look at it and maybe pick up one of these brochures that would be right in the front of the on the board. And I can give more detail on the donor program itself when we come to the item number 3 on the new business.
Okay. Any other comments on this work plan of fiscal year 2020 to 2021?
Nope.
Okay, that will stay as it is. Anything else John needs? We will keep this. This is an action plan, and we will move into each item as time comes.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, the next item is the library donor program, and I would like to turn to Dana for updates, please.
Okay, thank you. The action actually goes back, maybe 6-9 months ago, where Noni and I were the subcommittee to update the Milpitas Library Donor Program. And to sort of summarize what happened, and it's all basically finished now, is we made the donor program comply with both the lease agreement between the city of Milpitas and the county library department, and also the JPA agreement between the city and the city of Milpitas. Prior to that update, the program was actually out of kilter with both the lease agreement and the JPA agreement. So it's all finished, it's all updated. And as I said, whoever is in the library, look at the donor board and pick up one of the brochures that show the 5 donation levels. And I think the final action item, if you remember from our last commission meeting, there was an open action item to see, like at the chair Yulan Chao's library, whether we could have an online function where people who want to donate to the Milpitas Library could do it online. Well, it turns out that we already have on the county website a method to do that. You can a person can make a electronic online donation. It's a little bit cumbersome, and it really does not connect specifically with the Milpitas Public Library. So anybody going to the county library website would have to sort of specify where they wanted their library donation to go to. Now, earlier today, I connected with Kelly and Chris, and it turns out that maybe with just a little bit of tweaking at the library headquarters level, we may be able to make it a little bit easier for a potential donor who let's say does not want to write a check, but would prefer to make the donation online. Then we could point out that on the county library website, of which Milpitas has a page, that it would be feasible to do that. So I think the final open action item by the subcommittee would be to coordinate with Kelly such that this maybe minor tweaking that would have to occur at headquarters could occur. And I guess the final point would be Milpitas is one of 7 county libraries. And I know at least 1 or 2 of the other city libraries, I think Saratoga, they have a donor program. And so it would seem logical that if they're going to tweak the existing electronic payment system, that they may want to address and coordinate with the other member libraries such that a donor, for them could also use the county website for an electronic payment. Does all of that sort of make sense?
Well,
Yes.
yeah, last time I asked if there's any link to make a donation electronically. And thanks to Chris, and we got the information from Chuck. And exactly as Dana mentioned, it worked, but it's a little bit tricky. Because I tried, but didn't go through the last step. So I will be happy to make a donation after your trick is done. and of course, the reason I ask for the electronic link is because the next step, once the direct link is there, we will need to ask the city webpage team to include that link on the LEAC, the Library and Education Advisory Commission's page with that donation link.
Yes.
And of course, we would like to probably include it into other electronic information dissemination so people can use the link. I think, more than ever since last March, I think all of us are now purchasing quite a bit electronically. And almost, I would say about 95% of merchants I have dealt with since last year, now they all accept electronic payments.
Yes, I think your idea was good, Yulan, from our last meeting. And I was happy to see that it already exists. It just needs, I think, a little bit of tweaking.
Yeah, and that would be great. And when that is done, definitely we will get an update. And as I said, I will pledge to make a donation to see how it works.
Yes, and since our last meeting, we've gotten 3 more donations that are now on the donor board. So anybody that's in the library, you could look at the donor board and see the 3 additions.
Yeah. Well, since we cannot enter the library now, so maybe Kelly can ask her staff to take a picture of the.
Yeah, I have it. I have it right here. I'll send it to John, and then John can send it out.
Perfect. And then Councilwoman Evelyn, you will see what the donor board looks like for now. Okay. Yeah, we would all do this social distancing approach or virtually. Okay. Well, any other comment for Dana's report? Thank you, Dana and Nori, who worked together on this donor program. I
Yeah.
think it's really nice to get an update, especially, I think we used to have only 3 levels, now 5 levels. Definitely we can
Yes.
encourage more donations.
Thank you, Dana, for your efforts.
Okay, you're welcome.
And the donations are tax deductible. So
Good point. Good point. Kelly would get the donor a letter with the headquarters tax
the
ID number.
401c, yeah, the 401c, the tax deduction number. Okay. And the next part is our reports. And the first, I would like to ask for the Friends of the Milpitas Library report.
Well, we keep on keeping on. We can't do in-person book sales. We are continuing to do our Amazon sales. We stopped taking donations when the county went back to the purple level. So we don't have those coming in at the moment, which is okay a little bit because we're running out of room to store all of the boxes of books. But yeah, we just keep going online.
Anything else, Noni? I also serve as a board member on the Friends for publicity, and I'm the assistant treasurer. So thanks to Noni, primarily Noni's efforts, we're in really good financial shape. What's happening, and this has been going on at least for the past 6 months because of the virus, the COVID. We're not spending nearly as much as we had budgeted for library in-person programs because everything, is sort of virtual. So from month to month, our bank account has been growing and growing. So we're now up to $90,000 cash.
Wow.
So, and again, it's really Noni's effort with the Amazon book sales and the online book sales. And I don't know how else she gets the money coming in, but each month, more money's coming in than going out. So this would be a good time for someone like Kelly to come up with what's it called? A wish list. A wish list.
A wish list.
Yeah, so maybe huddle with your troops. And if you have some furniture falling apart or, whatever, this would be a good time to bring it up to the Friends board. And I think
I spent this morning working on that, Dana, so expect to hear more.
Noni and I and my wife will be very empathetic to helping.
Well, thank you. Thank you to Noni's tremendous work.
Yeah.
Her nickname is Superwoman.
Yeah. And, I'm sure Kelly will have a wish list for either to be used in programs or infrastructure or mega events. And these days, the nature of library services is really very different than probably, for example, last January. None of us will be thinking of a story time will get attendance from beyond our local area. For example, my library had the library I'm working at, we had a story time, Elsa's story time, and the attendance was from Ireland. Okay, the attendance was from Pennsylvania. The attendance was from Nebraska. Those kind of opportunities we never had before. So the world is smaller than before. And I think one of the programs also got some audience from New Zealand, probably Kelly. Oh, that's my own neighbors. Okay. So by next meeting in March, I think John will be talking about the budget, right, for next fiscal year. So let's think about something from our commission, and together, That's a good investment to make the library, better, not necessarily bigger, but definitely better. Okay. And the next one is the county library report. Chris, please.
Okay, good evening, Commission. I'm going to try and share my screen. Let's see.
I think IT has posted your handout.
Oh, they have? Okay, great.
Yeah, it says find free.
Okay.
That's a very important one.
Yeah, so you see in Jennifer's report, she's covering that we've gone fine free starting in January. So all late fines have been eliminated for library district material, including books, magazines, music, and movies. And fine free covers material for all ages. We haven't had late fines for children's material for years, but now we're covering teens and adults. Existing late fines will also be forgiven, and then fees for lost items will remain. So people are still accountable. If they lose items, there's still a fee associated, but we won't be having a daily late fee for this material. We also have our Silicon Valley Reads announcement. It's going to be all around connecting and the relationships, music, art, and comforts that bring us all together. We kind of covered that the forum will be happening on Saturday, February 6th at 9 a.m. And our speaker is going to be Carol Novello, who's the author of Mutual Rescue, board alumni, and she's also the board alumni ambassador and former president of Humane Society Silicon Valley. Also in that report, there's a contact information for you to RSVP with Tracy Ellenberger. Also, if you have questions, she can answer those. And we have really good news. You're all very familiar with the library district as one of the top library systems in the country. So in the top budget category in the nation, those libraries that have a budget category of 30 million or more, we've been ranked 7th last year, but we've actually jumped a point. So now we're up to number 6 in the entire country. And that's really a testament to our stakeholders and our supporters. We're really a reflection of your excellence as well. And that concludes Jennifer's report. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Congratulations, Chris, and you and the entire county team for, I think it's 13 years in a row, right? The county library has been a star library.
Yep, that's right.
And not only a star library, it's a 4-star library, right? The highest ranking. And also, I don't know whether it is covered. County also now has the auto renewal program of your checkouts. So for example, yeah, I check out the 3 Chinese cooking books. I think that was in early November. Anyway, that those were due on December 26th, and then I got a very nice surprise. All 3 books were auto renewed. So
yeah, what's really nice now is it's all a courtesy renewal. You don't have to do anything. It automatically renews, and it'll renew your material up to 5 times as long as there's not someone else waiting in line. So hopefully this is very convenient for our users, especially for maybe those families who are juggling busy Silicon Valley careers and raising children and just doing it all in COVID as well. So hopefully that's going to be a real value add to them.
Exactly, because in the past, if you renew too early, you don't get that many days extended because it counts from the day you renewed. But now with this auto renew, it's very convenient. But I would suggest you to read the courtesy notice because, as Chris said, if anybody else is in the host queue, you will still have to return the book in time. Okay. Any other question for Chris?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you. And the next one is a community librarian report. Kelly, please.
Thank you. So I just wanted to include a picture of our current service, which is walk-up service there, and you can see staff hard at work serving some of the many patrons that are coming to collect their items. We could go to the next page. I wanted to just give you a little snapshot of December, and this number is actually wrong. Our statistics were missing a couple of days. So we had 5,420 borrowers come through in December, which is pretty incredible given the current times that nearly 5,500 people were wanting to come and check out items. And you can see that we had 32,000 plus items checked out, and our checkouts have remained pretty consistent. One of the highlights for me over the holiday season, I was working on one of those stations helping run books, and someone expressed how thankful they were that we were there to get them their books. He was picking up, I think he had 4 cards for his children, and every single one of them had a full 12 holds, plus he took book bundles. He was like rolling a suitcase of items out, and he said that, you know, they were all on school break. This was going to give them something great to do because they couldn't go away like they usually did. And they had DVDs and games in there as well. So they were going to have some family time and some alone time, which he was very happy to do. So it was a great boost for me to hear that. So I wanted to share that with you, that the service is really being appreciated. And you can also see that with the new cards being issued. You know, you'd think with the library not being open to allow patrons through the building, that new cards would fall off. But we had over 250 new cards issued for Milpitas in December. So we're still seeing people wanting to borrow those items. Okay, next slide, thank you. And we're not just able to do the holds, we've got the book bundles back. I wanted to just highlight what we're doing. Our team have expanded the range, so you can see the children's team and the teen librarian are working hard to make sure we have something for every age range. These are extremely popular. We have people that are coming along, they don't have holds to pick up, they're just turning up to pick up these book bundles. So they get a selection of 5 different books. It's a little bit of a mystery what they're going to get. We check them out and they get to take them home. So they're all pre-selected by our librarians, so they know they're getting something good. So that's one service that we're still able to offer right now, as well as our computer services. So we do still have computer service going at Milpitas, and we are doing that by appointment when you're taking walk-ins as time allows, but we're happy to be able to still offer that critical digital literacy and access service for people who need it. So we do have the computer service going on during our service hours. Next slide, please. And a little highlight of some of the programs that went on last month. That's a picture of our lovely children's librarian, Ms. Lauren. She has actually been a pioneer in online storytime. She's been doing a Storytime Seedlings podcast for a long time now. And so she's really, you know, this is her forte right now with this digital world. So she has been doing book recommendations, finger plays, and early literacy tips, and she has a full back catalog there. So it's all on the Milpitas Library blog. You can access it right from our webpage there and see all of the past catalog of Lauren's work. One thing that we did in December was a teen mental health program. So we had teens participate in a variety of activities to reduce stress. And apparently the most popular one was a cookie decorating competition where everyone submitted pictures of their favorite cookies that they had made and decorated. And there's an online gallery. So if you have time, feel free to go and check out some of the entries. And right here, there's a popular game called Among Us. And someone decided to make a whole batch of Among Us cookies. So I thought that was kind of cute. So, all right, next slide. And then finally, I just wanted to talk about what we have upcoming. So right now we do have an essay contest that's happening. This is in partnership with the Eating Disorders Resource Center. We are currently accepting submissions for grades 6 through 12. And it is through a poem or essay. Teens and preteens can share their views on mental illnesses such as depression and anxiety, as well as eating disorders and body image. It is a cash award for the prize, with the first place getting 300, second place 200, and third place 100. So entries are open until March 5th. So please encourage any of your contacts to perhaps let students know to enter into this competition. It is an annual competition that we've been doing for some time now, and usually we get some really great entries. So we get to see some Milpitas people entering in there and expressing their feelings. The Kids Art Club is one of our special clubs that the children's librarians organize. They're going to be doing a Van Gogh inspired paint along. So children can bring their painting supplies and paint along and recreate their own version of Van Gogh's Starry Night. So that will be happening on January 19th at 4 p.m. And then something for the adults, we have our master gardeners who will be talking about success with succulents, which I like succulents a lot because I often forget to water plants. So I wanted to put that out there to people that also on the 19th of January at 6 p.m. they can join in and watch the live stream and webinar of the Master Gardeners. And that's the end of my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. And just some background information for Councilwoman Evelyn. Just as Kelly pointed out, there's the beautiful the essay contest for teen. That's a county-wide county library system essay contest. And in the past, when our commission was first allocated a budget to hold an essay contest, we were told that it was because that was using the city fund. Therefore, the attendance was limited to Milpitas residents or for students who were attending Milpitas schools at the time. That's why there was a separate event. But anyway, the scope of the event and also the teen mental health program, as Kelly mentioned, with in nature, those programs may be in line with our proposed activities. So once again, that I will table this to LP subcommittee for discussion, because the same logistics venue can be used if we do a little bit different topic also. And as Kelly mentioned, the countywide, the teen essay contest has a cash reward. We do too. We used to, okay? So I will leave that for LP and his subcommittee to report back next time. Yes, please, Evelyn.
Thank you, Chair. Through the Chair. Kelly, can you give me a little bit more info on the essay, the countywide essay contest, so I can announce it on the next council meeting?
Yes, absolutely. Would you prefer? I can email the information to you.
Yeah, email me. Yes.
Yeah.
Just briefly, that would be good.
Okay, we'll do that.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Okay, and the next one is the City Council report. Evelyn, please.
Oh, it's me. First, I want to congratulate Chair Yulan and Vice Chair Ha for being reelected. And also, I would like to thank the commissioners. It's Commissioner Helly, Noni, Dana. I don't know if Teresa is here, but LP, Susan, and I think David Sanchez is the commissioner.
David is from IT.
Oh, IT.
I'm a secretary, actually, recording secretary.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome.
Yeah, David works for
nice
John,
meeting
right?
you.
On the
So anyway, so I would like to again thank you for your services to this commission. It's really an exciting commission because there's always going on. And of course, I want to thank the contributions of Chris. Thank you so much. I'm sure we'll miss you. I've seen you in a couple meetings and events around the city. And I know you're an important part of this commission, and I I I echo what the other commissioners are saying. We'll miss you for sure. And for the this is a good thing. Mayor Tran introduced. It will be on the agenda in the next couple of weeks. There's no more term limit on commissioners. Remember, it was changed 2 years ago, or that there's a term limit for commissioners. So we are not going to have that anymore. So you can serve as long as you want in the library commission. So there's no term limit, because we don't want to lose dedicated, committed residents who wants to serve. And so we're looking into, it will be on the agenda to get approved for discussion. So I'm supporting that no, there's no term limit for commissioners. So that's good news. And also from the last two meetings, as you know, the council members were assigned their commissions, and I'm glad I'm on the library commission because I love this one. So what else? We approved the funding for Fire Station 2. So construction is going to be going on. So that's exciting. We're going to have a new fire station. I don't know if anybody. It's South Park, Victoria, and Yosemite. It's right there at the corner. Mayor Tran also created the homeless task force, and it's going to be on the agenda as well. So I encourage you guys to look. Maybe it's something you want to do on the side besides being busy at the library. And I was chair of the water task force when I was serving at the planning commission. So you can serve. This task force does not, there's a time limit for a task force, but one commission, it's on forever now if you still want to serve.
So I was with Evelyn in the water task force also.
Right. Yes. Thank you. Commissioner LP did a great job there, made a big contribution as well. And it was 9 months, I think, if I can remember, almost a year on that task force. Also, I introduced the amendment to the housing ordinance, eliminating the developer's option to pay fees instead of developing 15% of the total development. So they can no longer do that. There's no fee out. They have to develop 15% affordable housing. That is to address our ongoing chronic problem of our housing affordability. So I think that's good. Another one that I introduced, which hopefully will be on the agenda fairly soon, is the ADU. It's accessory dwelling units, granny homes. So I'm an advocate of that one. So I'm suggesting to have an ADU Monday. So it's any day of the week that anybody can call, or because it's pandemic, you have to call. They can call, and anything related to ADU will be answered at the same day. So that's the goal. So also Vice Mayor Montano introduced the initiative to revitalize Main Street. So that's something exciting, and I think it's related to the Library Commission as well. And I introduced the initiative for Beautify Milpitas. So there's a lot of initiatives going on, so we're all busy. So thank you again. Thank you to Chris, and thank you. And I'm looking forward to working with all of you. Thank you all. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Councilwoman Evelyn. And for our future agenda items?
Excuse me, can I have a inquiry or clarification for Council
Sure.
Member Chua? Whatever happened to our BART station in Milpitas?
What happened? What do you mean? Well,
The ridership, I think the ridership, the estimated ridership was far low. The actual ridership is far low than the estimated ridership. Is that right, LP?
Yeah, then was it inaugurated officially already?
Oh yes, yeah. It was that before the pandemic. They had a big thing about that.
Oh.
They had inaugurations there, but I think it's at the early stage of the pandemic, or was it last year? I can't remember. Or was it March? I can't remember. I think last year, but it was very small. It was not really open to the public. There were limited invites, but they did the grand opening for the Milpitas Bar.
It's, if I could add it, it's not just the Milpitas station that is much lower in ridership, it's the whole system. And I'm sure it's
Right.
related to people being afraid to go out in the virus and potentially die. So I think until people are vaccinated, I think that's going to be the threshold where the BART ridership in Milpitas and throughout the system will go up, because I think people are truly concerned about the seriousness of the virus. It's deadly.
And
Yeah.
it's a good thing everybody is following the county stay-at-home order.
Exactly.
Not to travel, yeah.
I've been hiding under the bed.
Not doing the essential, no, except the essential travel, and do not take a ride to San Francisco just for sightseeing.
Right. Hopefully soon.
I think about 17 years ago or so, we have seen the Main Street revitalization plan around the time when the library new building was in plan. So hopefully this time, because we know the garage has been built right next to the Valley Medical Center, it has the capacity, and over the years we have seen new housing, new mixed use housing being built on the Main Street. Because when I moved into this area, my husband used to joke the Main Street should be named as a holy street, as we are having so many religious agencies on that street from all different religions, and he was saying maybe this street should be named as a holy street. And with the library at the very north of the Main Street revitalization plan, I hope we will add more pedestrian friendly like a restaurant, eateries, and other stuff.
Yeah, it's more like maybe a big event during the year, like really getting everything in the community, and I'm sure the library will be part of it, like showcasing the diversity of Milpitas, and there'll be a lot more. So hopefully after the pandemic, it's manageable. I mean, if it's when it's manageable, then we can do a lot more.
Yeah, we will bring people back, to the
Right.
It's a pretty friendly and a nice area to walk, and definitely, libraries is one of the most favorable spots on this street.
Right.
The bar, the tequila bar is much smaller. Library is bigger. Well, the British Library actually in London, across the street, there's a bar. So I always say that's a model there. So for Milpitas Library, there's a nearby bar. And any other future agenda item?
Yeah, thank you, David, for informing us. He said that it was inaugurated on June 13 for the BART.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, he put it in the chat
In the
box,
chat, yeah,
I think. Yeah. Thank you. June 12th, 2020.
June 13.
June 13th, yeah. Thank you, David. Okay. Anything else for today's meeting? Well, thank you all. Happy New Year to year 2021. And this year starts with, once again, a lot of unique challenges, but I'm sure we will see turnaround soon. Okay? Everybody, please stay safe and well. And thank you so much. And once again, goodbye to Chris. We'll miss you.
Yep.
Okay,
We miss you.
yeah.
I have family
care.
over here, so I'll be
And
back.
may I have a motion to end this meeting, please?
Motion to end the meeting.
Second motion.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Take care.
Good night.
Good night,
Yes.
everyone.
Cheers.
Take care, everyone.
night.
Stay well.
Bye-bye.